Tungsu, Master Barnes.
Tungsu Ashland. Oh, we got Yash and
He has
Bob.
decided to join us with karate today.
Nice. You're in a different room. And Tungsu John, and Tungsu Quinn, and Tungsu Braden. Good to see you guys.
Thank you, sir.
Vanch, if Vanch and Yash, if either of you sits down during this class, I'm going to make sure Master Coughlin yells at you. No sitting. Just.
I don't think Penny's going to be in for the actual fitness, though. When it comes to that, she tends to be a bit lazy.
What, did you train her?
No. She's just a normal cat with fluffy fur and cuteness.
That's relative. You know, cats are the only pets that humans keep that would actually kill us if they could.
Seriously?
Yep. They're just small lions. Thanks, Akashvi.
Sir, have you watched Tiger King?
No.
I have.
I haven't either, but I'm saying that's an animal that people keep. Definitely kill them if we could.
Watching Vanch dance right now.
I've watched Tiger King. That's a group of people that tigers should eat.
That's Mr. Z. Tungsu Master Vendetti. Oh my gosh, Ashlyn, where's your cat? Because look at Master Vendetti's shirt.
Here's the second one. This one absolutely despises being picked up.
A cowboy cat riding a shark in space.
Vomiting a rainbow.
Oh my gosh. That is crazy.
This is the fat one, and the one that hates being
Who's that?
picked up.
Maybe you should put him down, Ashling.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then,
know.
and then is that
Anyone
behind you? Emma's chilling. And then the Dunhams just had a picture of a dog and a cat together, laying in chairs. Hey, Vance, dance for us while we're waiting again. Oh, you don't do it on command? Yeah. Kashvi's rocking the tie-dye.
Yes,
I
sir.
love it. I didn't see John's good. Okay. Yash and Vaughn, it's optional, but it's crazy t-shirt week. Okay, there we go. Liam Sullivan, because Kyle is so annoying, he has to hide somewhere else and do it without Kyle. Uh-oh.
Sir,
Tungsu Chase, is that like gold Pac-Man?
it's like Pac-Man made out of there's like a bunch of random objects from like the game.
Oh, okay. And Tungsu Solomon. And there's Louis. I got to see what's on Louis' shirt. Stand closer, Lou. I'm sorry, the screen's so small. Oh, wait. What's that from?
Wally.
Wally. That's it. Thank you. Tungsu Jeffrey.
I'm Dr. Barnes. All right, I'm Jeff Vendetti.
I see Jeff.
What's on your shirt today?
Zachariah.
Tungsu Jeff.
Oh, yep.
Oh, and there's Kyle Sullivan
Got my
upstairs.
crazy t-shirt on.
I know. What's on it, Jeff?
Adventure Time.
Okay. I like
I watched that on Cartoon Network. Celebrating its 10th anniversary.
Oh, it's 10th anniversary. And there's Ethan Stackhouse. Tungsu Ethan. Vaughn, keep going. Let me see the t-shirts. Yash and Vaughn, let me see them.
Cat.
Yeah, no. Karate time.
Yash and Vaughn, get closer. There we go, Zach. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that is on Yash. Vaughn just looks like he's got funky stripes. Now Quinn's dancing too. Vaughn, you've inspired him.
It's Dr. Coughlin.
Thank you, Jeff.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Ashton's back. Let me see. John. Jumping around. I'm trying to see who just.
I disappeared.
There's Zach. What do you have, Zach? Let me see. Zach, what's on your shirt? No, stand closer, not farther away. Oh, it's cruising in a 34 Ford. I like it. The Dunhams are still hiding from us. There's Sander.
Master Vendetti thinks it's really summertime.
It is down here.
It's Sully, Tungsu Sully.
I thought you. Well, then you are in the southern place you live, not the northern, because that is going to have snow. Do you see that map?
It's supposed to be historic.
Yes, correct.
I gotta call my mom.
The northeast, and there's like a curve over Philadelphia and higher that's supposed to have snow this weekend. So
Like a major snowstorm.
It's supposed to snow, ma'am?
That's
not where we are.
Saturday morning.
Correct.
It's Saturday morning. It's going to get down into the 30s.
Supposed to. This weather.
Thank you,
Liam,
meteorologist.
did I change of venue?
I don't think it's gonna snow because of.
Not here, knucklehead. They're not talking.
I know, but still, anywhere I
Keep
don't.
talking.
Did
It's
they-
still working out for you.
Liam, did they kick you out of the living room?
No, Liam chose. You missed that. Liam chose because Kyle is such a distraction.
Yes, sir.
There's Gunner. What do we have, Gunner, shirt-wise?
Oh, my top needs to be washed, so I'm just wearing a shirt.
Oh, I just didn't know. It's crazy T-shirt week, so you can't see this. It's huge.
Is the cat in the sun?
Exercise. Oh, I've seen that before, sir.
She's cute.
Some motivation required. By the way, for you guys, this is me and this is you.
This is Penny's toy.
Oh my God, Kieran, you cannot wait until they open the barber shops. Oh my God. You look like something. What was that?
It's crazy hair week for me.
It's been
Kieran.
crazy hair month for you.
Kieran, when they open them, still don't cut it. At the end of the summer.
I don't think I think I'm gonna go until it's a man bun, man.
Ugh.
Please, Kieran. I
And we
don't
can
have
call
enough,
you Dawson Fox.
like I don't have enough to make fun of you about.
He just needs to dye the hair then.
I saw Casey Dunham and I saw Joel Dunham. Bonch, Koshvi, there's Ethan Stackhouse is on mute. Braden Chase, got a Gunner. And Sullivan, both Sullivans. Brendan, all three Sullivans, all of our Sullivans. John Cool, Quinn, Jeff. Avi, your nannies. Tungsu, your nannies. Sander. Just wave. It's like, hey. And there we go. Vibu waved. Saman, you slow on the wave. That's not very polite.
Keep jumping down
There's that.
if she wants.
Minute more and then we'll get started.
This is Kitty. This is Kitty.
Josh and Vonch are having a pillow fight of some sort. You guys do know that there's video along with the audio, right? Tungsu, Steph. No, Steph. 2 days in a row, Steph. Awesome.
This is Steph.
There's more. So Yash and Vonch turn off their audio rather than stopping bad behavior. That's just like my coach. Back on.
To Miss Morris.
Jumping around. One time was fine.
Mr. Brendan Sullivan, I walked past your house again today and waved at you.
You sneezed on your lawn. Stay inside.
Yeah, stay inside. You don't want to get COVID.
I heard a story from some friends, and it was in the news about a woman down in South Carolina who got attacked by an alligator. And believe it or not, her last words were, "I want to pet it." But I bet you, what was that?
Most people like to wrestle alligators.
You what, sir?
It was on Kiowa.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll bet my joke was I'll bet when the alligator attacked her, she had a mask and gloves on.
Oh, where's she?
So there are more things in COVID-19 that can get you.
Yeah, the
So
alligators.
before
Beware
Vaughn,
of alligators too.
well, before Vaughn wears himself out dancing, we're gonna get started here.
Mhm.
Go. I'll need to stop talking. Oh,
Master Call.
Casey kicking her father? That's not. I saw that. I saw that. Okay, so here's the deal. Who remembers what the Kung Su Ryan? That was young Master Griffith. So, who remembers what the leadership theme is this month? Anybody raise your hand? Anybody? Bueller. I know Quinn does. I can't see. Kashfi, what is it?
The meaning, sir?
No, just the theme.
Compromise, sir.
Compromise. That's right. Compromise. I'm not even going to ask. Well, Quinn, you got it yet?
No, sir.
Kieran wasn't paying attention. He's got hair in his ears. He can't hear. Okay, so listen quietly. Listen. Compromise means the give and take between people or groups that results in a mutually agreed upon solution. Now, I have a question for all of you, and this includes the adults too. My parents used to do this all the time. Anybody ever have their parents ask, and here's the example I'm going to use, what they should have for dinner or where you should go out for dinner? Anybody ever have that happen?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Liam's raising his hand. And you want one thing and your brothers and sisters want another thing. And you fight and you fight and you keep arguing on about why the place you want to go is better than the place they want to go. What happens if you don't compromise?
Parents choose, sir.
Yep, that's exactly right. So I guess my big question when it comes to compromise is what kind of attitude do you have to have in order to be good at compromise? What do you think, Luke?
A good one?
That's a little bit generic. Quinn?
Lenient, sir.
What?
Lenient.
Lenient. How about this? How about can do? In other words, if all you ever got was exactly what you wanted, you know what you'd be? The first person in history. It's an unreasonable expectation. But here's the thing too. If every once in a while you give in, you know what you get? You get a chip you can cash in.
Yes, sir.
The last time we did this, you got to pick, right? And here's the last thing I would say. If your brother or sister's pushing really hard and you really don't want to go where they go, but you say, okay, we can go where you want to go. But remember, next time I get to pick. One, you get a chip. And two, your parents think you're a star and they think your sister or brother's a putz. It's true. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to get my screen. I'm going to take the speaker view. Oh. And again, the rule applies. If any of you unmute yourself during this class without permission, you will be shot.
Oh my.
Okay, not shot, just severely tortured. Let's get going. Oh, Mr. Z is going to set the mirror up because I don't want to do things backwards. Or I want to do things normally, and I want you to do them backwards.
That cat is lying down in the middle of the
Did you
floor.
unmute yourself, Ashlyn Donahue, after I told you the consequences of unmuting yourself without permission? Yeah. You got in trouble lately, Ashlyn, at home with your parents? Mm-hmm. Mr. Z set this up. Too much in my belly. There we go. Rock and roll. It was there. Good. Okay, we're gonna get rolling. Everybody face your feet together. Ready? Let's see my me. Good. Okay. Again, we're gonna run in place. Run. It's funny at the Wayne School where I filmed the Masters Club. I can see myself better in the mirror because of the height and the positioning of everything. Good. Get your knees up a little higher. Good. Normal. But fast. None of this power walking nonsense. Good. Now hopping side to side. Hop. hop, 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 hop. Ready again. And you guys know what we're gonna do next. We're gonna do twisting jumping jacks just to get some blood flow here. Good, again, remember twisting jumping jacks. Every time you're facing me, your feet are together. You turn sideways, your feet come apart, together, sideways, together. So I'll face this way, so my feet are together, apart, together, like that. 25 of these, 4 count. So it's gonna be hana, do, se. That's 1, okay? I will count intermittently, but I'll do hana, do, se, you guys say 1, and so on and so forth. Ready? Begin. Hana, do, se. 1, hana, do, se. Hana, do, se. 3, hana, do, se. 4, hana, do, se. 5, hana, do, se. 6, do, se. 7, hana, do, se. 8, hana, do, se. 9, do, se. 10, hana, do, se. 11, do, se. 12, hana, do, se. 13, hana, do, se. 14, hana, do, se. 15, hana, do, se. 16, hana, do, se. 17, hana, se. 18, hana, se. 19, hana, do, se. 20, hana, se. 21, hana, do, se. 22, hana, se. 23, hana, do, 24, hana, do, se. 25. Hard part about doing that is you're always exhaling when you're talking. With that much counting, it's hard to find a point to inhale, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do, again, pulsing squats. It's gonna be down in a full squat, half squat, down, and then up. So it's gonna be 1, 2, and then up like that, okay? Remember a couple things about squats. 1, your knees don't go forward. Your hips and butt go back, and your knees bend, okay? So it's gonna be down, halfway up, and up. That's 1, we'll do it 10 times. Ready, down, 1, 2, 1, down, 1, 2, 2, down, 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 4, down, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, remember, head up, down, 2, 7, down, 2, 8, down, 2, 9, and down to 10. We're gonna do the same thing with side lunges. So it's gonna be 1, 2, and up. We're just gonna do one side at a time. We'll do 5 right and 5 left. And again, when I do this from the side, it's not this. Sit back. You see again, my knee forward, or back, not out, okay? So, pulsing side lunge. So 5 aside. So ready, down, 1, 2, 1. Step far, down, 1, 2, 2. Down, 1, 2, 3. Down, 1, 2, 4. And down, 1, 2, 5. Now the other side. Watch for the seam in the mats. This leg. Ready, down. 1, 2, 1. Down, 1, 2, 2. Down, 1, 2, 3. Down, 1, 2, 4. Down, 1, 2, 5. Good, okay. So, everybody right leg back. Good, again, front stretch, keeping your legs straight. I'm trying again. See a lot of similarity in the warm-ups from place to place because these exercises work and they're really good for a relatively small space, okay? So, 10 times, switching on 10. Ready, hana, tool, say, ne, taso, yaso, ilgo, yudo, what are your hands doing? A hope, and key up. Good, other side. Same thing on the side. Ready? Hana, tool, say, ne, taso, yaso, ilgo, yudo, and key up. Good, okay? From here, frog stretch. And again, I'm gonna turn sideways. Remember, turning up my knees as far apart as I can, but making sure that my feet aren't close together here and my hips aren't way back by my butt. Good, wide as you can. Good, and again, moving. I like to wiggle side to side a little bit. I'm not just sitting here. Movement. So you're not just stretching one part of your muscle, you're stretching the whole thing. Good, okay. We'll do it this way. Right leg forward, left leg back. Here, right? Going down, and again, I point my back toe down. Forward. Good, back. Straighten the front leg. Same thing one more time. Pushing forward. Hips go a little bit further forward. Straighten the front leg. Good, now watch. Up in a runner's pose, the runner's lunge. Switch over, runner's lunge here, and then drop that knee right there. This means it's a good position to move forward. If my foot's really far back, I get way far forward, I don't get a stretch, so that runner's lunge is a good starting place to figure this out. This is hip flexor right here. Back. I think you'll find that one leg you get farther down than the other. This is hamstring stretch back here. Good, and back up again. Forward, should go a little deeper. And back. Good, borrow, everybody standing up. Good, turn around, fix your uniforms. You're gonna turn back around, attention. Good, fix this. Good, face here, feet together. Trip. Niba, say kamsamnida. Tongsu, okay. So we're gonna start, we're gonna do the same 2 kicks we did, just to get a little warmed up. Then we'll do forms. We're gonna do different forms than we did on Tuesday. And then we're gonna do half forms. We'll do front kick first, and it's gonna be front leg, back leg, and jumping. 6 times a side, okay? So that's 3 kicks, 6 times a side, 18, twice, 36. You can do the math. We're gonna do 72 kicks, okay? It'll be front kick first. So keep your hands up. Be aware of what your hands are doing all the time. One of the things about this is sometimes I want you to kick as high as you can, but sometimes when people try and kick higher than they should, they actually use their arms to try and raise their hands up. Okay, that's no good, okay? So from here, you want to kick as high as you can, but if you have to kind of use your upper body to get the leg up, then you're not kicking properly. So it's that compromise, but don't kick low, okay? So front leg, back leg, jumping, 6 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Jump switch. Remember, the key to doing this as high as you can, obviously without compromising, is to make sure that you're chambering. So if I do this kick, it doesn't come up as easily. I bring it up light like this, and then I make it heavy briefly as I snap it out. Okay? So left leg back, 6 times. Ready? 1. 2. 3. 4.
Good job, John.
What was that, Master Daddy?
I was just saying good job to John. Cool, sir.
Yeah. 5. And finally 6. Good, jump switch. Roundhouse kick this time. Same thing, remember, front leg kicking, it's all about the back foot. Boom, pivot like that. Back leg, pivot, and get back. Jumping, when you land, your back foot, your non-kicking foot, should be pointing away from the target like that. Okay? The other thing is, it's funny, I'm gonna tell you guys this too. Remember, front leg is about quick. It's not about powerful. One of the reasons is, when I do back leg, because I'm pivoting, I get to turn my upper body like 180 degrees, boom, or more. That body rotation is what adds power, which is another reason why. So if I'm doing front leg, I get to turn it 45, 50, 60 degrees like that with a pivot. When I do it with my back leg, which is another reason why you should understand pivot. Pivot allows you to turn your lower body further, right? So if I'm standing like this, and I tell you not to do a kick, but just leave this foot still and turn around as far as you can, right? And then I tell you to pivot this foot and turn as far as you can. When I pivot, I can literally turn until I'm facing the other direction, okay? So we're all right leg back. It's gonna be front leg, back leg jumping. Ready, 1. And bring it back. So remember, the other thing is front leg, back leg, front leg again. Good. 2, because I almost forgot that. I didn't rechamber. And from here, I'm going to recenter. 3. Hands up. 4. 5. And last one, 6. Jump switch. Good. Hands up. So same thing, remember, little motion here, quick heel kick there, bigger motion there. It's hard to rechamber and get back for that jumping round. So it may take a little bit longer, okay? Front leg, 1, 2, 3. Ready, 1. And back. 2. Good. 3. 4. That was better. 5. Last one, 6. Good, and borrow, return. Good, okay. Just really quickly, I want to tell you guys, for those of you who remember, Mr. Z and I had a quick back and forth electronic conversation with Mr. Pentamone, who sends his best to everybody today. He may join us for classes at some point. That gives me a chance to breathe. So, what we're going to do, we're going to start working on forms. We're going to do Samrang Ijang, and then we're going to do Ojang, okay? I'm going to do the first half of Ijang once, then we're going to focus on the second half. The fact is, the first half of Ijang is not half, a little less than half. But so anybody who's who's green belt going for advanced green, right? So purple belts need to know E, you know the drill. So half of ill for orange, all of ill for purple. I'm sorry, half of ill for purple, all of ill for green, half of E for green, whole thing, or for advanced green, whole thing for brown. So sorry. So we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna do the first half once. The first half is very simple. So even like John Cool, he tested for green belt. He only needs to know the first half, but I think we can teach John Cool the first half of this form in like 5 seconds. Right? We want to get the second half. The other thing is the second half is the most technical half. It's got parts that you need to work on more. Remember, not every form is created, or not every part of a form is created equal. Some are harder than others. Okay? So as I've done all along, I'm going to do the first half here, go down the middle, and then I'm going to back up. So normally I would be doing the second half facing this way, right? So I do my spear hand, I turn backwards and do it that way. Because of the limits of a video experience, of a two-dimensional experience. We're going to back it up. And then if you're confused about how you spin to get to where we were, we'll fix that when we get back to the school. So everybody chumi. Good. Everybody say Samang Ija. Hands go here. High knife 1. Remember, make sure your stances look different. This leg is vertical or even tilted back a little bit. It's never forward. Aim, step, middle punch. Front foot comes back. Other way, same thing. High knife. Aim, step, middle punch. Down the middle like knife set. It is knife set. Low knife 1. High knife 2. Pull down, back spinning. Chop 3. Push down spear. Yeah! That's the first half, okay? So what I do from here normally is I turn backwards here. Or facing you, I move my back foot behind me. It's just an odd pattern. So we're going to start from here. So we've just done our spear hand facing that way. We're going to go high knife here. This leg is going to kick twice. It's going to do it. And I'm going to show you what this looks like head on. So it's going to go that way. But so imagine there's a punch in front of me. I use my leg to knock the punch down, and then I shoot my heel straight out. Front hand chop, reverse hand punch, okay? So make sure your crescent kick is across and your side kick is straight out. So from here, high knife, 1. Back leg, crescent kick, 1. Side kick, 2. Lead hand, chop, and punch. If you don't chamber your side kick, this stance is going to be too narrow.
Chase, leave that other foot in front. So just switch your feet.
Kick the same foot twice.
Good job.
We're going to do this one again. We're going to do it twice. Turn the other way, high knife. Remember, the same foot kicks twice. So you're going to kick with it, put it down, and then kick with it again. Crescent kick, 1. Put it down. My feet are side by side. Side kick, 2. Chop 1. Punch 2. Coming back to me, low knife 1. High knife 2. Front hand down, other hand on top. Horse stance, chop 3. Push down spear. Yeah. Okay. Now, normally this is where I would do the same turn backwards. And in fact, we were in the karate school and you guys were doing this, you'd all be facing this wall right now, and you turn here. So we're back to the top of the form. Remember, this is the top. We start at the top. When we do the second half, we're doing the bottom, which is near you. Now we're at the top to finish the form. So again, it starts every time we pivot, it's high knife. Good. Jumping front kick, we just did it. Back leg up, kick, punch, remember? And again, I talked about this last Saturday. Land on one foot. Hands, easiest turn in all of martial arts. Chamber properly on your lead hip, and then just look at me and turn it into a fighting stance. Jumping front kick, reverse punch. And front foot returns, borrow. So, I'm not going to do the first half again. Just going to do the second half, okay? When we do Ojang, I'm going to do the first half twice because I want Mr. Dunham to know it, I want Kashfi to know it, and I want to work with the black belts to make sure they're better at it, okay? So, everybody chumi. Second half, remember, so we've done high knife punch, low chop, high chop, spinning chop, spear. That part we've already done. So this would literally be back turning. So from here, high knife. That chase, this is what Master Vendetti was talking about. This leg kicks twice, right? So back leg, crescent kick, put it down, same leg, side kick, chop, punch. And black belts, remember to rechamber to vertical. I wasn't doing that, and I just did it, and it helps a lot. Looking at me, quick turn. High knife, back leg, crescent kick, side kick, chop, punch. Down the middle, low knife.
Good job, Chase.
High knife, back spinning, chop, push down spear. Yeah! Good, and again, because of this camera angle, it's a little funky. So remember, we would be back at the top now. That part we just did was at the bottom. So back at the top, we just speared. From here, finishing the form. High knife, jumping front kick, reverse punch. Land on one foot, rechamber that kick, turning. High knife. And watch, I'll rechamber the kick and I'll land on one foot so I can step into a good front stance. Jumping, front kick, reverse punch. Borrow. Kamsamida, Tunsu. So, work on the details. The one thing we can do now is we can fix bad habits that we might have had before. So we're gonna do Samang Ojang. I'm gonna do the first half with you guys. Problem with Ojang is, when I start the second half, here, and then I have to turn a couple more times because the form's longer, has more pivots in it. So chudi. Good. So say Samang Ojang. Good. Okay, chambering like this. And again, step out. And again, junior belts. You don't have to know this yet. We'll work on it anyway. I'm going to show you what this starts like too. When I step out, remember we talked about side stance. Block, punch. I need to step with width. Okay, so from here, crossing, block, punch. Slide back into high knife hand defense. This foot's going to slide up. It's not a jump. It's going to slide up. And this foot's going to do a pump roundhouse kick, middle, high, like that. So slide up, middle, high roundhouse kick, reverse punch, right? So I'm punching with the hand on this side. High block, other hand. Now I'm going to step forward. I'm going to give a fighting stance, and I'm doing upward elbow strike. Upward elbow strike. Good. Now elbowing hand goes under. I'm looking at you. Pull my front foot back. I'm going to do the same thing other way. Block, punch. Slide back, high knife. Junior belts, just have fun with this. It's not about being perfect. It's about learning new stuff. So slide up, middle, high. Reverse punch one. And again, I punch with the hand closest to you. Reverse punch off the back leg side.
Reverse punch, Kashfi. So switch your hands. Good. Now you're going to high block with the front hand.
Got it?
But don't step. There you go.
We'll do it again, Kashfi, so you're doing great. Step forward, elbow strike in a fighting stance. Now watch, I'm going to take my elbowing hand, I'm going to put it under. I'm going to cross my wrists here. Front foot steps out to you. Low X block, fists, pull it back. High X block, hands are open. This is a little hard, just do your best. So inside of my wrists together, right? So I take the hand on this side and I turn it towards you. And I take the hand on this side and I point it back behind me. Rotate it down, strike, horse stance punch. I'm just going to shift my stance, which means I'm going to change it using my front foot, slide back, high knife. Or I'm sorry, inside block. Front hand down, other hand on top. We're going to spin backwards. Front stance, chop, punch. And my punching hand, I'm going to pull it back and make it into a plier hand. Back. Good. Now this foot's going to kick twice. I'm going to do a front kick first. Front kick. Put it down. Now watch. I'm going to switch my feet. Do an axe kick. Reverse punch. Yeah. Okay. Slide up. That's not quite half. Okay. We'll do that part one more time, and then I'm going to do the second part of it. Okay.
That was pretty good, Master Barbs.
What was that, Master Coughlin?
That was pretty good, even for the junior belts. Like, everybody was the right way.
That's great, guys. It's because I'm a great teacher, right? Not because you guys are concentrating and trying hard. I'm kidding. Okay, cheating. So that's great. And like I said, the key to this class is for the black belts not to get bored at times, and for the junior belts not to get frustrated at times. Black belts, if you're bored, shame on you, because you know what I'm going to say, which is you need to work on all this stuff. Junior belts, if you're frustrated, you're not expected to be great at this. Just have some fun with it, okay? So, one more time, say Samrang Ojang. And remember, just for the junior belts, Samrang Iljang, Samrang Ijang, Samrang Samjang, Samrang Sajang is the fourth form, Samrang Ojang is the fifth form. We did on Tuesday, Samrang Yukjang, that's the sixth form. And that's Sino-Korea counting. Don't worry about it. You'll learn about it before you test for black belt. So say Samrang Ojang. Crossing, remember I get that wide step, sit down deep, block, punch. Now again, we're shifting, which means we're using our front foot to change stances. I slide back, high knife hand defense. Now I slide up, here's that pivot, middle, high roundhouse kick, reverse punch. And again, remember it's reverse punch, it's the hand closest to me. And then you're gonna put it on top to chamber, high block, step forward, upward elbow strike. The elbowing hand goes under, the hand at your side goes on top. Pull your front foot back, step the other way. Defense, punch, slide back, high knife. Remember, I'm going to slide up with this foot. Slide up, I'll put my pivot in, middle, high, whoops. Reverse punch one. Again, the hand closest to me. Other hand, high block two. Step forward, upward elbow strike, three. Elbowing hand goes under. Low X. Hands come back. Open my hands. I'm using the back of my hands here. Remember, hand on this side turns towards the camera. Hand on this side turns away from the camera. My arms are together. I'm going to rotate them like this. So rotate, strike left, horse stance punch. Punching hand goes under, slide back, shifting, fighting stance, inside block. Blocking hand under. Back spinning, chop in a front stance, punch in a front stance, and that's a middle punch. And now I pull this back. Here's my plier. And I'm going for the throat this time. So we do front kick, shuffle, axe kick. So remember, after you do your front kick, reach in, we're going to put it down in front. Front kick 1, shuffle, axe kick 2, reverse punch. Yeah. So remember, for our video, our virtual terminology, we just did the top and the middle of the form. Now we're at the bottom. Just so you guys know, so if I was here, what I would do is put my punching hand on top and I would turn away from you. I would turn backwards and do a low block like that. Or from here, back turning, low block. We're going to start from Chumbi here though. That's just a visual for how you get here. Don't worry about it too much. From here, we're going to turn this way, low block. Now watch. I'm going to kick my back heel in and bend my knees and put both palm heels here. And I'm going to turn and push. Hand closest to you. In our case, it's the right hand. Pulls back, the other hand becomes a fist. We're going to do a back leg front kick. Kick. Punch 1, 2. Hand to my ribs. The hand closest to you goes on top. Do the same thing the other way. Low block. Now watch. Kick my back heel in. Push. Hand closest to you again. Pulls back in a fist. Other hand becomes a fist. Back leg front. Kick. Punch. 1, 2. Now we're going to go down the middle. So we put our punching hand down. Pull back front foot. Reverse inside block right here. Good. Okay, now this is going to be tougher and you can do this in place. We're going to do a front kick and then a flying side kick. You can do this in place. You have to shuffle your feet. Okay? Do not do a Master Coughlin side kick. Do a flying side kick. So back leg front kick. Put it down. Now I'm going to take one step. This foot that I just kicked with, I'm going to kick with it again. I'm going to step, hop, side kick, come down, defense, punch. And that's a key up. Okay? So I want to show you how to do that in place. So I came here, right? I do my front kick, boom. I shuffle my feet. I step, side kick, defense punch. I travel 3-4 feet max, okay? So we're gonna do that part one more time because that's the connecting part, okay?
Master Barnes, could you just go over the front kick, flying side kick a couple times, please?
Sure. Let me show you guys what this looks like from the side, just so you can see. So I did my reverse inside block. And I'm gonna do it in a fairly short amount of space. So I do my front kick, I put that foot down, it's gotta kick again. I step, hop, side kick, right? So we'll do that a couple times. Everybody just face here. From here, back leg, front kick, put it down, that foot's gotta kick again. So we're gonna step, we're gonna do this, hop, side kick, defense punch. I'm gonna do the whole sequence one more time. We'll give it a try, okay? But we begin the second half, and we'll do it again one more time, and I'm gonna show you guys after we do our front kick and our punch, that's half. So the part we did at the beginning and then this. Don't worry too much about it. If you know all these pieces, we can just cut them off in different places. So this is the second part of Ojan, turning. Low block. Remember, I'm gonna kick in. So I do this fast, and I kick in and slow. Hand closest to you, pulls back. Both hands become fists, back leg front kick. Kick, punch, 1, 2. Hand your ribs on top, down the middle, low block. Or, I'm sorry, the other way, low block, my mistake. Kick in. Hand close to you, fist and fist. Back leg, kick. Good, step, punch, punch. Punching in goes down, other hand on top. Remember, black belt, big circles here. Here. Here we go with our front kick, flying side kick. Remember, if I do inside out block, like this, look at how my body turns when I'm doing the other side. Okay, so remember, this foot's gonna kick twice, but there's a step with this foot in between. So, front kick, put it down, step, hop, side kick, defense punch. Yeah. Okay, we're doing the
That's
last
good, Liam.
What was that, Master Mindy?
I was just saying that was good to Liam.
Good. Don't worry, Liam, this is beyond what you need to know for research number 1, okay? But that's all right, because you need to know it for research number 2. So we're gonna pretend, and remember, we were just doing the bottom and then the middle. So I came down the middle, I did my front kick, flying side kick, defense punch. So if you're in the karate school, this is where you're gonna be. I won't worry about the turn. We have to work on the turn, but I'm not gonna worry about it now. So from here, we're gonna start here. So just from here, I did my side kick defense punch. What I need to do is I need to pivot and bring my feet together like this. So we're gonna start in this position, bend your knees a little bit. And this is really important. I'm gonna bring my knee up for a side kick that way, but I've gotta bring my knee up and switch my hands at the same time. I got too many people who switch their hands and then bring their knee up. Good, okay, so from here, hand switch, knee comes up, and then side kick that way. So from here, up, side kick, and a punch, see that? And now watch, this hand opens, this hand, elbow. This is a tough pivot. Do your best here. So, hands go here, 1, shifting. So I'm in a fighting stance. So I was here, front stance that way. I want to get in a fighting stance facing the other way. Now I'm going to repeat, 1, 2. And then my side kick and a punch. This punch goes out. Side kick, punch, and elbow. Now this is a little bit like Samjang. I'm going to make ridge hands, which is knife hands, but my thumbs are tucked inside. I'm going to step on a straight line horse stance here, right? So from here, I'm going to do, and then I'm going to pivot into a front stance. So I get my horse stance, I go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to show you what that looks like from the side. So I pivot, and I get here, and I go 1, 2, 3. So let's do that one more time. So we just did our elbow. We just did our left leg side kick, elbow. Okay, no, right leg side. Sorry, right leg side kick and elbow. Make my ridge hands. Step out in that transitional horse stance. Turn. 45. 1, 2, and then pivot. 3. Sliding back. Fighting stance. This is what it looks like. Fighting stance. And then this is a lot like dragon set. Shift, strike. So we're going to do a back leg front kick and a leaping back fist, just like we do in Samjang and dragon set. Back leg front kick, leaping back fist. Yeah. The difference is we're going to cross our hands, we're going to turn all the way around, and we're going to step out and grab again. Good. From here, knee strike. Yeah. Step, high knife 45. Borrow. I want to do more. I always have a full lesson plan. We got a 6 o'clock staff meeting. I've got other things I want to do from a fitness standpoint with you guys. We'll work on that one more time. I'm going to keep changing forms up, but I want to hit O again on Saturday. So if you guys can, come for Saturday's class, and we'll do Ojang. I'm trying to make sure I do an under black belt form and a black belt form, okay? So everybody face here, feet together. Your attention. You bow, say kamsamnida. Tongsu. Okay, so the exercise, we're going to do the same exercise we did on Tuesday for those of you who weren't here. The first one, and I'm going to show you from the side first. I'm actually going to do it from the side because it looks weird if I'm looking between my knees at you. You're there with your feet flat. And they're together. See? Together. You bring your shoulders up. And what you're going to do is you're going to tap ankle, 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 ankle like that, right? If I'm sitting up too much, it's easy to tap my ankles without moving my body. If I'm laying back, you have to literally reach your ankle, okay? And the way to do that is instead of laying down, look, I pick my head up, but then I pick my shoulders up like that. We only did 40 on Tuesday. We're going to do 50. 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's really only 25 because it's a bilateral exercise. Okay? Staying with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Be careful if you're on a carpet. You get some rug burn doing that. We're going to do rolling planks this time again. We did 10, we'll do 12 because 10 was too easy. Remember, the idea here is you're going to be on one side. Actually, we'll do 10 because I see the clock and we're running long. From here, you're going to roll elbows and then go to the other side. Okay, a couple things to watch for. Don't sag like this. Get everything up. And don't point everything down. Have it facing me. So you're going to point it down for a second, and then you're going to try and get the other shoulder up. Like this, okay? So this is the last thing we're going to do. We're going to do 10 of them. 10. The key here, folks, is not if you're good at them, because the fact is when it comes to core exercises, they require a lot of balance and stabilization. Nobody is good at core exercises when they first start doing them. And then after a while, as your core gets stronger, they're the only exercises, unlike push-ups, where they get a lot easier. They get a lot easier. They really do. Because these muscles get strong and these muscles get strong really fast, okay? So I'm gonna start facing you, right? We don't count one until we get back here. Ready, roll, plank, side plank. I'm sorry, that's one. And then back. No, that's one. There we go, one. And then over. Hold them up. And back. Two. Watch your feet creeping away. Over. And back. Three. Over. And back. Four. Over. And back. Five. Over. And back. Six. Over. And back. Seven. Over. And back. 8. Over. And back. 9. Over. And back. 10. Good. Standing up. Turn around, fix your uniform. We don't turn back our attention. Good. Okay, everybody face here. Feet together. Triad. Niba. Say kamsamnida. Tungsu. Okay. Master Scoffin and Vendetta. Facing them. Triad. Sabanim Skiknye. Kamsamnida. Tungsu. Okay, I'm coming back. Can I give this to you? Okay, so once again, got a little sweat going there. Let me unmute you guys. Gallery view, participants, unmute. Okay, good job, everybody. I want you guys to remember, like I said, we're trying to balance material that will help the most junior belt and material that will help the most senior belt. If you're doing something that you know already, you should be working really hard on making sure it's detailed. You're getting the details right, okay? Because best black belts we've ever turned out are not students who know a ton of information. They're people who could go to a tournament and let somebody else pick the material, right? Like imagine this. If I took all of you and said, you're all going to do Samrang Ijang.
Yes, sir.
Who would do it best? That's black belt.
Yes, sir.
That's second dan, that's third dan. Okay? So make sure when we're doing something that you know already that you don't go into that autopilot, oh, I know this already mode. When we're doing something that you don't know, if you're, you know, when I think about John Cool taking these classes, which is awesome, the green belt in disguise, when I think about the Yernenis, about Chase, about all the junior belts, and we're doing Samrang Ojang, don't get frustrated if it's confusing.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Solomon too. Just stick with it, okay? So it was
Yes,
a great
sir.
job, you guys, and like I said, we're going to work on figuring out A, procedures for how we're going to reopen, when we're allowed to reopen, and B, procedures for promoting people based on their effort and their material and their time in and stuff like that, virtually. Okay? So we've got a staff meeting in a few minutes where we're going to get some, make some headway on that. So other than that, great job. And remember,
Yes, sir.
crazy t-shirt week
Sir.
Saturday too. So, oh, look at Mr. Z made a t-shirt. Can everybody see that? It's yellow. That's some faceless guy kicking who?
Another faceless guy.
No, that's Master Coughlin's face.
What?
Right?
Oh yeah, you got a yellow.
Wow, that's
You got a party
disrespect.
t-shirt.
If you want to talk about crazy t-shirts, that's crazy.
Yes, sir.
That certainly is crazy.
Yes, sir.
That is. So listen, guys, great job, everybody. Keep working on your material. And again, remember, if you come back with better understanding of your chambers, better stances, and a little more power, then you have made major strides, because we can take that stuff. That's the raw material that makes martial artists great, right? The raw material. Best car in the world doesn't operate without the right gas. That's the gas that allows us to turbocharge you or whatever else, or not turbocharge you, as the case may be for Quinn and his dad. Okay? So great job, you guys. Take care, and we'll see you hopefully on Saturday.
Sir. Thanks, sir.
Love you, everyone.
Bye.